Hey, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Hey, there's no more social cam, so you can't flip the thing back. And by the way, my COPD is in full bloom today, so I'm short of breath. You'll hear me gasping as I talk. I just received a phone call from my brother, and I've gone through 2 days of harassing with the bus patrons and the people that don't understand the service dog, and some are scared. If you're scared of a dog, go to the back of the bus, It's just, and some people want to prove they can handle their fear or harass me. I don't know. It's really difficult. But here's one video blogging about. I've done probably over 600 blogs. Some of them are on YouTube, some are on social media, but I think the app is closed. They still may play through on my Facebook. But I've had 2 days that, like I said, would be really grueling, being threatened to kill my dog and that kind of stuff. If my dog looks at them or whatever, or moves, I'm kind of like, your dog is not going to attack. It's a service dog. Anyway, here's what I'm chit-chatting about. I just got informed if I were to show up on my firstborn's apartment doorstep. His bride is Candace. My son is named Brandon. I want to put this out there. I was told I would be shocked. She's premeditating to utilize that I have an anxiety disorder, and that if I came over there to wish him a Merry Christmas, which I wasn't aware of, or show up, that I'm going to be shocked, because she's going to deem that I had a flip out. And I remember when my mom died, she ran out the door taking the will, the box, and was very rude in front of my dad, disrespectful, and then slammed the door on me, and then turned around and said that I attacked her to my son, Brandon. And I'm going to tell you the truth, that did not happen. I did run after her because, why? She had the will and information, and I was not faring very well after being up for a 24-hour period almost, with maybe 2 hours sleep before my mother passed. And you can go back through some of my videos where I was maybe crying over my mother. It was very traumatic. I think anybody goes through death, it's a huge shock. Now, I'm really disappointed hearing that someone is shoot. So I'm putting this out on social media because I had no intentions of really going and hunting them down. My mother used to be so notorious for doing that because there were issues with the family. It was so dysfunctional, but I never had a chance. I grew up in this dysfunction. It was called covert incest. Everything was watched over, done, approval, things like that. And I got past it, and even in my adult life, once I divorced my first husband, they were injecting themselves in there. And after years of therapy, I learned that is just the way they were, and I found forgiveness. And now my brother has I've got a small inheritance, and now I'm going to be killed for $5,000. I haven't even gotten it yet, and I don't really want it, just because it's all. And then the kids are saying they don't want it because they're taking it away from me. I'm a disabled person. I've been accused of. He just told me I had those kids to not Brandon. We're not going to bring him up. That I had Kelly and Charlotte, so I could use them as tools to manipulate my parents. That wasn't even the case. I couldn't even get pregnant. They were gifts from God. And it's such a high risk of dying at that time, back in 92, when I conceived them. And Charlotte was the next year immediately. I always wanted children. I didn't know things were going to go the way they were. But there's so much animosity. I've been told that I think Candace and Brandon have taken Kelly out to the gun range to shoot. So everybody's pistol ready to kill mom here. I find this disgusting, unchristian, to think these thoughts. I I don't want to be around them. I implemented and saved everybody the trouble for my funeral. Is an urn I'm paid for. I croak. I go to the morgue. No one gets to spit on me or trample my coffin or do anything. I did that to protect me because I've been so violated in most of my life with abuse, and it's really hard. So yeah, I do maybe have an anxiety disorder, the histrionics that I've gone through, but I think I've done very well. I have 3 college degrees. I don't think that entitles me to any privilege, but I just don't want any more of it. I'm done. But I couldn't believe today to receive that I've been warned if I come over to see my kids that I'm going to be hurt horrifically. That is just sad. I don't believe that my daughter would. I don't. I've already seen her, so I don't know. But it's really sad. And this is the thing. There are other parents that do molestation, beatings. I never did any of that. I think I might have disciplined once or twice when they were very little. Kelly learned Jeet Kune Do and you couldn't even get a hand in there. It was box eye. I used to pull his ear. But I'm done. My parents, I made them, there's issues with this. They're gone. Everything's gone. And there's no forgiveness. So I don't know what to say. I just wanted to put this out there because I can't believe this would be brought up to my face. And I know my brother is a huge manipulator. You know, it's kind of like, what are you wanting to, quote, try to say, oh, I'm schizophrenic and I'm hearing these things. Well, he made the phone call and told me that I better be careful. So, you know what? I don't care. I'm not going around them. I don't care. I love my kids. They want to come to me, then let them come to me. They have my number. They can choose to. I just like to make at least the effort on holiday seasons a hello, that I love you. I can't rehash the past. There's so much. I'm not alone in this. When you go to AA and Narcotics Anonymous and Alcoholics Anonymous, you hear these stories of people or parents have walked, you know, everything, all these stories. And mine's not that bad. Pete's sake. I wasn't perfect, and I'm sorry. And I didn't use or drink during this 15-year gap, so you got to remember that. My screw-up came after 15 years. So, duh. I have a history of being an alcoholic or an addict, so, duh. Excuse me for being human. So, sorry for the rant. I had to do this because I'm worried about the thought of being harmed again because I'm so done with the negativity. So, wouldn't you be? I am. Alright, so now past that, very short, happy holidays. I'm going to put this past. I have my service dog. He's awesome. And the reason why I have him is for visual impairment a little bit, and he helps me with my walk, emotional support, protection, even though he's not trained to do that, but he does give me a nice perimeter. So, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and it's another one of my rants on Kathleen's.